Well guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Friday again, one of my favourite days, because I sometimes pack up from work early, have an early finish, and today I'm off with my good buddy, the Fox, who's currently driving the car. And we've also got in tow the little Coco Poodle dog here. Excited, Dave?
Aye.
Yep, it should be a good night. Obviously we can't reveal where we're going right now, or secret locations are somewhat kept under wraps here in Mallorca, but no doubt you'll see some footage once we start our trek up the mountains, and we'll pan round and show some scenery on the way. Stay tuned. So guys, Coco has been very excited for the whole morning once she saw the bag getting packed. I think she really enjoyed it last time, and she's been following me around for about 2 hours, ready to get in the car and go. So I'm sure she'll have a good little night and experience this afternoon as well. Hey Coco! Woo! So we've just stopped at the garage at Uke to have a coffee and buy a couple of beers for tonight. Well guys, we've just got parked over the back of the Puig Mayor, and we're just walking along the aqueduct that you can probably see to my right. And this aqueduct transfers water here in Mallorca from the Gorge Blau reservoir down to the Cuba reservoir, where it's then pumped down to Palma to supply the community in the south of the island. I really like this aqueduct, just to, you know, see a bit of water running. Yeah, this is coming from the front here. That's actually drinking water. It's so nice to see a little bit of water in Mallorca, because we haven't got any sort of natural rivers. How is the Fox feeling today?
Good.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
I think we've both been looking forward to this all week actually, because we'd planned to come to this location last week, but it was raining, and none of us really like camping in the rain. So I think we're looking forward to a good night, aren't we?
Aye. Yeah.
Little Coco's trotting along here, and luckily we stopped at the garage at Uke and we managed to purchase a few cans of the local beer Rosa Blanca, which is a little bit like an ale. It's really enjoyable, so I'll be looking forward to sampling a little bit of that later once we get to the top. So it's actually quite interesting guys, I've just packed my bag up earlier. It's about 25 degrees today in Mallorca, and you know, I weighed it and it was 5.5 kilos, and now I'm back up to 10 kilos. And Dave and I were just saying earlier that really your winter pack rate and summer pack rates always end up about the same, because in the winter you don't need as much water and fluid, but in the summer you need more to drink. So I think in my experience you always end up around about the same pack weight with regards to summer and winter hiking. As you can probably see, Dave's decided to leave home. He's got all of his worldly possessions in there. So here we are on the trail, just overlooking the Gorge Blau reservoir. Oh my god, I'm just getting attacked by a thing that's just gone through my lace. What's going on here? There we are. Take two, here we are, just overlooking the Gorge Blau reservoir. Water looks down a little bit, doesn't it, Foxy? What? Looks down a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. And to my left we have, you know, one of the most famous photographers from Mallorca here, Mr. Fox, as he's known on the trail, with his Nikki camera, which she absolutely loves. Some say more than his wife. Shh. But it's a beautiful day. Look at the scenery. Really nice. Coco's enjoying the walk. She's just had a little drink from the aqueduct. Quite a bit actually. She doesn't normally drink a lot, this dog. And yeah, all's good. Well guys, I've just had to stop again and just take in the view. So we've got the fox over there to the left. We've got Pudgemayor up ahead. I'll just pan round onto the Cuba. And that mountain range over there, just behind the treetops, that's the direction of Uke and the GR221. Look at the view. Tree. Beautiful. There's our Coco, just had a drink. It's important to keep the little dog hydrated. So we are just now about to head off over this little bridge across the aqueduct and up into the forest. All good, Dave?
All good, man.
All good, man. So we're just walking up now through the first part of the trail where we head up into the forest. Typical GR221 track this, with the infamous stones that you have to be careful walking over. So we're going to head up here for maybe about 15 minutes and then turn off somewhere and find a little route up to one of the summits. Coco's doing really well. It's a little bit hot on trail today. There she is. And got the foxy behind me there. So, but no doubt she'll probably need a little bit of hydration when we get to the top. Little bit of a climb this one, but it's not too bad. So we just stopped on the trail at our little turn off point before we head up to the summit. Dave likes it here. He always has a rollie and a Mars bar. Coco? Oh, I think Coco's doing really well. She's had another little drink at the aqueduct there before. She's keeping herself reasonably clean and tidy. I think she's enjoying it. What do you reckon, Coco? I think she's going to be looking forward to sleeping at the top. I was just saying to Dave before, I mean, we've got all this camping kit. The best invention that's ever been made for hiking is a dog. I just couldn't think of a better invention to take on a hike with you. I mean, they're a bit of company. They don't talk back. They cuddle in at night and keep you warm if it's a bit chilly. The only thing is, it's about another kilos with a kit to carry. But they are just fantastic things to take on a hike. So yeah, it's always the same, this route. You don't really start to feel it on your legs until you start going up this ascent. I think the fox is feeling it. Here he comes. A little bit of photography work there. You never know, I might get some pictures to put in with the video. But it is, even though it's quite a tough climb this really, it's very pleasurable at the same time, and I do really enjoy it. There's nothing better on a Friday than just getting out with nature and enjoying a bit of the scenery. And I think we've actually got some people coming down from the top at present. Let's have a look. Yeah, somebody coming down. Here we go. word.
Hello.
Hola, hello. How are you?
Not so good.
No?
Do you know this way?
Yes, we come here a lot.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm just doing a YouTube video, is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. I'm Evac,
Yeah, nice to meet you.
mountain man of Mallorca.
Ah, fine.
Yes.
Because the way is not really clear this way.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult. I'll chop it off. So yeah, nice to just meet that couple there from Germany, I think they were from. Come here hiking to the island to do the 221. Unfortunately got lost on trail a little bit and started heading up to the summit here. But anyway, we've put them back on track. We're now heading down to the bottom, to the front area, so hopefully we'll have a nice night out here in the wilderness tonight. Here he comes. Dave, how are you faring?
Good.
Good. We're just taking it easy because it's absolutely no point in killing yourself on this this ascent. It's quite hard on the legs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But really nice, and we're enjoying it. And funny enough, the dog's doing really well. So we've just come out of the forest area just a few minutes ago. This is the view we got heading up. Really beautiful, such a lovely day. Here's Mr. Fox coming up in the rear. All right, Dave? View there of the Puigmayor. Fantastic. Well guys, just made it to the top. This is the view looking down across Mallorca. Oh my God, I've got an English tourist there in the background. What a sight. It's actually a beautiful afternoon and I can't really complain. I'm here with my top off as well because we were both wetter than an otter's pocket when we got here. I've just brought my little sit pad today. I didn't want to lug the chair. And I've just cracked open a can of the local Rosa Blanca beer, which is actually very nice. I did feature this on my last vid. I'm just going to sample it now. Dave, it's a bit like an IPA, isn't it? It is. It's not like a lager or a beer.
Very hoppy.
Very hoppy. Very good. Highly recommend this stuff if you're tuning in. Coco's just had a chicken and rice and biscuit dinner. I brought my slippers. I'm going to take my shoes off in a few minutes and put my slippers on. So we'll tune in a little bit later as the night starts to draw in. That is very nice. I'm glad I brought two actually. Did you bring two, Dave?
No, I just brought one.
Dave brought one. Of course, because Dave's actually carrying all these worldly possessions in that bag. He didn't have space for another one. Lovely. Well, guys, I'm in my little spot, but it's a bit disappointing. Someone's sort of destroyed the ring of rocks here. It's all fallen down on one side. Who do you think people think they are that can come up and just destroy our little piece of real estate up here? It ain't fair. Thought I'd have dinner. I've got the Tox 750 with me and my Soto Windmaster stove, which I really like. Anybody looking between all of the stoves, look, you've only just got to go on the reviews and you will soon find out that the Soto Windmaster is the best stove. There it is. So, just going to see what we've got tonight. Obviously I know what I've got because I packed it. We have got Expedition Foods chicken, tikka and rice, which is very suiting because I'm now vegan, but obviously I've got these in stock, so I'll have to eat it, and I'll probably enjoy it at the same time. So this particular meal, it needs 250 ml of hot water. I've got my Turk's cook here, and we can just pop a bit of hot water in there, heat it up, get dinner on. Dave, what have you got for dinner?
Beef goulash or steak and vegetable.
No wonder Dave's knackered. He's brought 2 lots of dinner with him. I'm just going to put a bit tad more water in there. So what you don't want with this dehydrated food is you don't put enough water in there. You want to avoid that. So that's about right. We'll just crack the stove up now. I've actually experimented with this stove, and you know, it really does heat quickly if you put it on full blast, but I do think a lot of the heat just disappears from the side of the cup. So I've actually just been using it on not such a high heat now, so it heats up really quite quickly like that. And what you've got to do with this expedition food is you just take your lid off like so, put that in the rubbish, open it up, sort of open the bottom of the bag like that, and there's a little sachet in there with something in it that obviously you don't eat. And I'll tell you what it is, I've had one of these before at home. They are actually quite nice for a freeze-dried meal, to be honest. So that'll heat up in about a minute or something, and then we'll be having dinner. Here's our Coco. Hey Coco. Coco has just had her dinner, chicken and rice. She really enjoyed that, and I think she's done really well getting up here actually. How high is it up here, Dave? Is it 1100?
Yeah.
We're at 1100 meters. So I bet it's probably the first time a little poodle like this has ever been up here. There we go. There's the water boiling now, so I'm just going to get the dinner sorted out. Is yours ready now, Dave?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Well, thanks for inviting me over anyway.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's appreciated. Otherwise I would be over there in my little rock ring all by myself. Does it smell good?
It smells lovely.
Lovely. And I mean, to be honest, what else could you do than being up here on a Friday night? Look at that. It's phenomenal.
That's nice.
Yours is nice.
It was.
You finished it?
It was nice.
Just going to try some of this now. I'll tell you what it is. That is not three bad for a freeze-dried meal. It's got a good taste of Indian about it. Getting some good shots, Dave. It's actually nice to see people out doing what they love to do. What a better place to be making some photography this evening. Down there in front of me, that's Inca, and just over there to the left behind the fox we've got, I believe, Sapobla on one side. Ah yeah, and then a Muro over there to the far right. And over this side we're looking down towards Palma, but it is quite actually hazy tonight, so you can't actually see Palma that well. It's panning round on the sunset onto the Puig Mayor there. Well, just got the tent set up there. Haven't got the fly sheet tonight, just the inner. There's Coco wagging a little tail down there. I think she's ready for bed actually. Dave's over there with his Lanshan 1. And he's -10 down jacket on. Dave, it's 20 degrees.
It's very comfortable.
I bet it is. So there we are, the sun just going down over the mountains. Dave's all busy with his photographs, and I've got Poodle looking at me here going, well, when we going to bed? Coco, are you ready for bed? That's normally a sign she is when she comes like that. Really got a lovely view over the island. There's a little bit of cloud cover tonight, actually. Dave had me a bit worried before, saying it was going to rain, because obviously if it does, and I have this tent with a bathtub floor, I'll be wet. But I've checked the weather, and there's not one weather site which is forecasting rain. So I'm actually looking forward to sleeping tonight in the tent and not having the fly on, and hopefully having a little view of the stars once this once the sun goes down and this little bit of cloud drifts away over here. Well guys, this might have to be the last video of the trip, because I've just opened my little electronics sack and my iPhone charge lead is not in the sack. So I don't know where it is. I haven't took it out. Maybe someone's snaffled it from home and haven't put it back in the bag. But I picked the bag up today. I saw a white lead. It's not. It's the headphones. God damn it. So this might have to be one of the last vids. And as you can probably see, there's Coco making herself quite at home on the bottom of the sleeping bag.
Oh, it's just about to disappear.
Is it?
Look out your window.
We've got Dave there. Oh yeah, look at that. We've got a bit of fog coming across in the valley behind us. I mean, I'll be honest guys, I've checked the weather. I've checked about 5 different sites. It said no rain, but with all this fog coming over now, I am now thinking, I wish I brought the fly sheet, to be honest.
Fucked up.
Yeah. I haven't brought the fly sheet and I haven't got my iPhone charge cable. So that's a bit of a shame, because I'm going to have no Sky News now in the morning or anything to watch tonight. I'll have to listen to Dave rambling on doing his photographs. But it's what it is, and this is what happens when you're out on the trail. Well, it's been quite a nice night. Luckily it didn't rain. The fox has lent me his phone to do this video, as someone snaffled my cable out of my electronics bag, obviously. But we've had a lovely night. I've had a few nightmares actually last night. All sorts of stuff going on. We just got up this morning. It was a bit chilly, but as soon as that sun came out, it warmed right up. I'll just do a little view of the island now before we head down. Yeah, we've got a view here looking across to Minorca. I'm just going to pan round, looking down onto Inca there, and all the way around onto Palma. Thanks for watching, guys.